Alright. Hi everyone, and welcome to...
Hello everyone, and welcome to MeleeKirby's stream! I'm sure you're going to have a great time, aren't you, Mel?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a great time, sure.
What's that? You don't sound very enthusiastic. I hope you're very enthusiastic about this. Or else. Alright, hi everyone, welcome to the MeleeKirby stream. We're gonna be doing some Danganronpa. I'm gonna have a fun time.
So yeah, let's get started then, shall we? Oh right, I haven't updated my fucking Switch, I forgot. Yeah, we can skip that. Yeah, I have this specifically for when I play this now, because it's just too funny to me, like the noodle cup hat. Danganronpa. Right, so the last time we played this, we had like a really interesting class trial, and we kind of got ourselves into a bit of a spot, and we found like a non-canon ending. But now we're continuing, and we are now in a mysterious area, and we're about to find out where we're going next. So, the last save was this one, right? Seems like that's the most recent one. Let me get my popcorn out since there's going to be some narrative here. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. These same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... yes, it opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get her out of here, let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. I want to stay in the garbage pit. I feel like I'm at home. Finally, we were finally free. But then there wasn't even the time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6, Ultimate Pain, Ultimate Suffering, Ultimate Despair, Ultimate Execution, Ultimate Death.
And the trash man.
After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, just like a chimney. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface.
Snake Eater!
I need to get back to playing Delta. It's been a hot minute since I played that game. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet behind me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. No, Pixel. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I came from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many haven't even heard of us. How come? Is it like your family tradition, or...
Right.
Because we take pride in it, right?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort.
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must do to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains... Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. This looks like AOL Instant Messenger. You guys remember that from the fucking mid-2000s? Keep it coming. Come on, keep it coming. Apparently my friend's gonna know them. I guess everything there is state-of-the-art. Yeah, the Ultimate Pop Sensation's going to be there. Yeah, the Ultimate Baseball Pro is going to be there too. So jealous, it's only for winners. How can anyone get in? Anyone can't. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something that a true Kikigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far into Hope to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that you knew how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all these years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
Ah, yeah, I guess you're right. He is, like, not going as briskly as she is looking at what's going on here. There's nothing I want to talk to my father
However...
about. There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kigiri family. He was talented and he had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and then they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So the last part of me that is happy he didn't take with him. If I had gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I don't know what this particular song is called, but I like this one. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell that it was compared. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there is one thing I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him, and tell him that we are no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot me years ago. But your family, just to cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after that, I don't know how long, but we had finally reached the top. Looks like this is it. On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we will come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. This is a great place to eat, I'll just sit here. The hatch opened with ease, and so... I remember this place. Looks like we're back. A dinosaur story. But I can't believe how long that ladder was, I'm so exhausted. Can't exactly say that we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. And now we're back at Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. So what are we doing now? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... And I'm worried about you too. You only helped me so that they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then just give me a concrete answer.
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. But what? That's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can just run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's being ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before, but what does it mean?
So,
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it will be better for us to talk to him directly before he tracks us down. And that should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. That we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Surveillance camera. Is the mastermind watching us even now? I was hoping for some Monokuma coins. Is this one of the monitors that Monokuma appears on? I don't want to look at it anymore. Alright, here we go.
Well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I don't believe it!
But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
Boom, boom.
You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What would you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
Making me
So-
angry!
So now I got to punish you again! And this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko,
Right.
Do whatever you have to.
what?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
no.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that it matters to you, right?
Huh? I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill
in
me.
other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right?
What are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto was the blackened and tried to execute him. You made that choice out of sheer desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
And then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, into your precarious execution machinery, or precious alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of that having come to our aid, even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That is what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't.
Don't say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence? This is just like an Ace Attorney game!
That doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I will find some.
That's right.
But no matter how deeply they try to bury it, there is only one absolute truth.
Boom, boom.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective types?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair that you love to inspire.
however,
And yet here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me? In the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I am trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you had killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because of what we said, because what we said was exactly right.
Listen to me.
Oh, that's right, the whole thing's being broadcast. Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say that we're just making this all up. You are welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have a choice but to prove it. You have no choice but to prove it. If you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, then you'll be accepting your own defeat. Man, she is like running mental circles around this guy right now. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Myukuro's trial over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown, in other words. This would be our chance to expose the true identity of Myukuro's killer and the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes!
I mean, it's better than cat puns.
Now, what you've suggested might be possible, but it would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you will accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown!
He agreed. And we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
Guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries?
That's right! Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Good, then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Myukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win! But if you can't do all of that,
We will all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement.
Yeah. Another bear pun.
when you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're excited as you are, I am sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, we will know the ultimate despair, reveal their own despair. I honestly can't believe how this is all turning out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that that is what you said, right? And that is a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Yukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would mean that whoever killed Mukuro...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people who take a single step in Hope's Peak Academy since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd you go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here!
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore.
Oh, hey there, Rayayan. I don't know how you say that, but welcome to the stream.
You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Right, well, I'm off the hook for now. Monokuma's unstable laughter seems to cling to us as he walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out better than I expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad that it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept.
because,
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So when was it the mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast to our school life outside to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what do you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves does seem so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly have to read something like that. You don't exactly read something about something like that happening very often. So it's very hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
and yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words,
But to think of it another way, there must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so...
They had to show the world something no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
It would seem...
The mastermind has been adamant for not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have to kill anybody.
In other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other, and then show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that and try to prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous!
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet... that same motivation is what led us to the mastermind revealing their weakness.
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than reasonable about their own regulations. I love tripping on my words. If the mastermind simply ignored the rules, this would have been a game, but a one-sided... it wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided
at very
slaughter.
least,
But at least that's how those who are watching this could have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That's precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Oh god, yeah, I remember this. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
I forgot that imagery. Fucking hell. So instead they tried to take the class trial following their proper rules just to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer and then they made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that the despair was better than hope, they had to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they had violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your
However-
challenge. Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. I still can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time at least, I won that bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a very long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanour is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made It would just make you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't just relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. And there's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the masterminds. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Right now we have to find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in their dorms somewhere. Shall we go?
Hey,
Who's this again? Oh yeah, this room. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in here. The entrance is still blocked by that giant metal slab. This is making me think of that evil robot from RoboCop. Don't really have time to be thinking about RoboCop. Still, what a great movie. That's funny. Gonna head to the gacha, if she allows me to. The handbooks of all the students who have died have been placed in here. They're all dead because of the masterminds. So which one was the gacha? It was the Monokuma icon, right? Or is that the class trial place? I forget which floor it's on. Wait, is it the one with the yen symbol? Oh yeah, here it is, right. Sorry, I ran right past that. We can quickly do a little bit of gacha, why not? Maybe I should get another. Was that a new one or not? I didn't pay attention to the number beforehand. 95.92. Nope, hasn't really changed. Damn it. Well, I did get a freebie, but still. Oh. Oh. Give me another one. Okay then. What did I get? How much do I need for a 100% chance? Let me see. I don't even have enough to get a 100% chance. Nope, that's not new. Gonna put in 6 coins at a time. Oh hey, look, I've got 69 coins left. But there's a 1 in 10 chance I'll get something new. Oh, you can't even see the percentage of my repeat chance. Nope, still not. It will say new on it. Come on, I've got to get at least 1 new one. That was a new one. Repeat chance has gone up to 97 now. I now need 7 coins for a 1 in 10 chance. Yeah, that's why I wasn't entirely sure, because I don't recall seeing like a new thing, new indicator. I think I've got this one already. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna spend all my coins now, because who knows how much of the game I've got left. Donuts. Had that one already. Think I had that one. Seems like it. 2, 5, and 5. That looks unfamiliar. Oh, never mind, that was not a new one. That's also old. Right, last one. I don't think I've seen that one before. Never mind, I have. Right, well that's me spent all my coins, chat. I got 97% of the items in the game. Apparently. But, you know, I didn't get everything. I could always come back here later if I get more coins. Yeah, let's go back to the dorms. You know, I forgot the dorms had, like, fucking, Sega Dreamcast, like, VMU, like, graphics to them. Like, that pixel art. Like, you could stick that on a fucking VMU screen and it would look, you know, about what you would expect it to. In fact, that gives me an idea. Let me see if I can find a picture of... Right, I'm gonna try something. This is gonna be dumb, but... which one is me? I forget where my dorm is. Oh god, the fucking... the gerbil guy, I forgot what his name was. Yeah, I forget which one is my dorm. Is it this one here? Like, at the bottom? This one? Wait a minute, we can make this better. 1 second. Trying to fix the color. Oh god. I forget which one of these color presets I had set. Yeah, here we go. Right, okay. Gonna do that. Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the inspiration for this, like, very low this low, not low poly, low pixel artwork.
Buy yours today.
Now let me fix the color. There we go. Where is Byakuya? Yeah, it's kind of like Tamagotchi as well. Like I had a Sega Dreamcast growing up, so I'm more familiar with like using the VMU for that. Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Right, who else can we check? Not Mondo.
Hey.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually, right. I think I know where to find Byakuya if I don't find anyone here.
Hey.
Nope.
Hey.
Nope, nobody seems to be here.
Hey.
Okay, I can't go upstairs apparently. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I just realized something. Byakuya still has
Just
the
a
key,
second.
right? Is there some reason you would need to search my room? Come on, we need to keep looking. Oh. Fine, I'll check all the doors then. Is there someone I missed? Me, possibly? Did Junko even get a chance to go into her dorm room? Like, she died very fucking early, right? Like, she died, like, in the first gym meeting with, like, Monokuma. Because she, like, actually picked the thing up and, like, got stabbed to death. So I don't even think she got to see what her dorm room even looked like.
Hey.
Yeah, I've tried that already. Yeah, I'm just trying all the doors that I haven't tried yet. Weird. Maybe they're in the main hall, like the main, like this area. And suddenly we were greeted with... Oh fuck. You again. Error 1.03 to 125. Is that an IP address? Did he just fucking dox himself? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limits. Okay. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. Oh yeah, remember that one cutscene in Code Veronica X with like Claire Redfield? What was that all about? You could fucking put like a, you know, a sitcom laugh track in front of that. Yeah, let me take a quick drink before we continue. Alright. Couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah! Hey!
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Oh my god. Everyone was all there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away, shoo shoo! And in a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened to Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But it is okay that you're... But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
It's related to what I have to tell to you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to be redoing Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me, or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the masterminds.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
And it was all just an elaborate trap contrived by the masterminds. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You made it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto wasn't the blackened. It was a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the blackened is to be executed. The mastermind had broken their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean like they've really broken the rules? And they had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage that you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who didn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again, later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the masterminds? there is more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around this whole time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh,
Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, who said you get to agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I meanwhile want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I must say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all of the school's mysteries. It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we can solve all of these mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of us working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all of the mysteries.
Indeed.
That was what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step into Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko said, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could possibly murder Mukuro, but then there would be no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are those 16 students who have been taking part in this killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people that we started out with, the only ones still alive are... excuse me. Are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
What?
You're saying that the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say that's true for sure yet. Monokuma might have said that just to confuse all of us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. It's Hiro. Oh, fuck. I'm okay. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that's the one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are, you would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way they could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
Oh boy.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Oh boy.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Why do I feel like I'm about to uncover like 50 different truth bullets in the next hour?
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Hmm?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all of the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. We now need to begin our investigation. But... I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can only rely on myself for the Tagami blood flowing through my veins. It was him, Byakuya did it. He's the true murderer. He's the true mastermind. Get him! I have no time to worry with the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well done. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall.
Master! He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him?
Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye.
And with that, Toko trudged off out of the dining hall. Well, now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Let's just leave Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Ha ha ha! Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll go do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not like I don't trust anyone, you know?
'cause, I mean...
But up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless, you haven't been... If you haven't been here, I would have died. Makoto! That's really nice of you to say.
But,
But still, I know I've been mostly totally useless. That's a big
okay.
mood right there. So I figure at least here at the end, I can maybe find something that can help us get out of here. I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. See you later. Ina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, do not misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our own searches separately doesn't mean that we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as splitting up would cover more grounds. Alright gang, let's split up! And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, I'd best be going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said that all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places that we couldn't go
Makoto.
before. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. And with that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can escape together. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed with a single time with a knife and then went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but they were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mikuro Ikusaba, then we will know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? Well, I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh yeah, that's the door that intrigues me the most, like that one. Second floor of the dorms were closed down. The garden and the dojo. But I hope you guys remember... Oh wait, never mind. Right, the game actually helps me with that. I was gonna ask you guys to like remind me where to go, but if there's a checklist that was given to me, then I can just use that for reference. Right, so we're on the second floor now. Where was the door? It said something about dorms or something that I couldn't get into before. Or was it this? The baby is sleeping. Please be quiet. Second floor of the dormitory area. What is that exactly? Wait, down here? reality isn't everything. Holy shit, it's Man Bear Pig. From the bottom of my heart, I really just wanna... Maybe I'll just bust it for the... I'll bust it for real, or whatever. I don't know. See, when it says the second floor, is it referring to the floor that I'm currently on right now, or is it talking about something else entirely? Yeah, I've been in there already. Wait, is it this room within the library? Or have I been in it up too? I may move on to the next thing on the list. This isn't the second floor? I thought it was. Where does it tell you what floor I'm on? Because I see a stairway that points to floor 1, and I see a stairway pointing to floor 3. So logically, this would be floor 2, right? Let me go to floor 3 and look for the biolabs next on the list, right? I forget if that is... That's art. Yeah, it's been a while since I've explored all these floors thoroughly, so... Physics. Wait, there was a room within the room. Did I check that? Now that's a big shelf. A bunch of lab equipment and stuff that have been piled up on it. Totally disorganized. I guess I'll go to the 4th floor and check out the headmaster's room. So the headmaster's room, I think, is... Ah, there it is. Alright, we can finally see what's inside here. Only Kyoko has seen this room before. He was the mastermind the whole time. Get him! Mr. President! I've heard an awful lot about it. It'll be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Something behind him. The bookshelf seems really well made and it's filled with files and thick books.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive just that because you're you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. Alright. Even in the headmaster's room there's a monitor. And even in the headmaster's room there's a surveillance camera. Oh. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78, student registry. Contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently class number 78 refers to us. Wait, so when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed here along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in quite a hurry. What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. Yeah, she just ripped the thing out. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still did not have. That sounds important. Tell me more. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? Seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Oh, there's a picture of her face. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all of this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behaviour too. This is my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles that she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she appeared in Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean that Mukuro was the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I probably should be pointing out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? Yep. A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. The girl who seems to be encoded as part of our class of 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who this girl is. And further information about the girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is, maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, so the body that we discovered might actually not be the person we thought it was? Huh. That could be what he's driving at. There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's trying to say? Yeah, exactly, that was what I came to the conclusion of. Personally, what I'm thinking about is... See, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
But that's what I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Oh, one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice from me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith on her.
In other words...
The cost of that faith might have more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Quote-unquote vitals. Right, there's been one thing I've been wanting to check for a while now, if I remember where that room was. I want to see what's in that Monokuma door.
Hey, Makoto.
Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But...
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean...
Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but the way she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Ina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Anyway, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. What is inside this door? There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking exactly the same thing.
What the heck?
I mean, every part of the school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but...
Just a second.
This place is like #1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. What is this? I like that there's Monokuma carpeting as well. There's some kind of hatch on the floor. But right now I'm more concerned about that weird device. What is this device? It's like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it looks like some kind of mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpits? So the Monokuma room is a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Yeah, I took a guess that this might be where the Monokuma robots are being piloted from.
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just do whatever, something like... You can't just do... You just can't or whatever something like this. It was too late though. Ina was already japping away at the control panel. Uh-oh. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but... I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each one with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious what's back there right now, but okay. Like, the building's suspense, but I think we all know what we're going to be seeing when we walk in here. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Okay, that's kind of funny. Like, he's actually like a... Like, he's actually like an NPC sprite now. You don't really see that anywhere else in the game. Also, is it just me, or does he have depth to him compared to everyone else, where they're all, like, flat as cardboard? Hey!
Give me your donuts!
Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
I like the way they said that.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? The self-destruct button.
Whatever you do, don't push it!
Too bad.
Oh man.
Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it in the control panel inside. Yep. Hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room, and the control room is totally separate from the data center. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means he's been inside this school the whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if it is true... Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. Give me 1 second, chat. Hang on. Alright, sorry about that. There's no way, right? Right, so we now know how Monokuma is being controlled. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face that you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Everything okay? Oh well, it's just... This is where the mastermind has been hiding, right? Who knows that if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I hope it's not true. So, like... You want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can waste all our time standing around... We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, want to get going? Yeah. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door! It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. Ah, fuck. You're right, it's locked, but why?
Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted! Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room... You may have guessed that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone.
I know how they got in there.
Oh, you didn't, did you? You seem like you were as thorough. Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way! The hatch on the floor? Too bad that was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course the hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but...
So,
Was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it is for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave... Well, the hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have time to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run ahead and tell everyone what you found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Ina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Let's see what else we got to do. Wait, was there a set of stairs down on the first floor dormitory that took me to the second floor? Is that what it means? Hang on a minute. I'm not really... Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Yeah, this part was locked off, right? I forgot about that. Right, let's check these stairs. The gate is open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. Oh. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up in here or something. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this place needs a little bit of renovation, I think. What's in here? Okay, well this is one of the dorms. This place has seen better days. What's in there? I opened the door to crack a glance inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Oh. This bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Coin. One whole coin, let's go. Yeah, nothing else in here. Huh. Nothing worth investigating in here, apparently. That's weird. I've never seen that anywhere else in the game. Are we sure there's nothing I can click with? It doesn't seem like it. I'm trying to, like... I'm mashing the button. I thought that was a glitch at first when I pressed that, but it turns out there's just nothing in there that I can, like, interact with. Oh, for fuck's sake, grow a pair of balls, will you? Yeah, we're all gonna die if we don't solve the mystery. Let's not go into the girls' room. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff here to look at. There's a metal plate bound to this locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even going to bother trying. This one looks like I can open it. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get this locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of this school. And you have to use your hand e-book to open it up. Does that mean... Well, let's give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then... Right, so it has to be someone else's that matches that. Alright then. Nope. Damn. I'm just gonna check all of them. You never know. One of them's for me. Nope. Yeah, it seems like I've checked everything here. Actually, wait, what's that? Not that locker. I thought I saw something in the open spot. But I guess not. Nah. Okay. Yeah, it seems like I can't do anything in here for now. Also, what the fuck is this? Like a giraffe or something? I think it is. Yeah, there's something there. What the fuck has happened to this place and why? This place looks relatively untouched. This room doesn't feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere. It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. A regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. I see something suspicious there. There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but it's not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze? There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. What does that mean? You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something? A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is that it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. That's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all of his paperwork, the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I desired to, but nothing that might have given us his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Well, I guess it's time to investigate the PC then. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used it last, it looked like they were interested in the ultimate despair. The PC has some sort of search results left on it. You want to know what the real ultimate despair on that computer is? It's got Windows 11 installed on it. Yeah. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could... I guess that's the best he could do, is a complete kirigiri failure. Any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullets. Okay, this is starting to be like some sort of Metal Gear Solid, the Patriots bullshit right here. Like looking at this image. Either that or those creepy aliens that you see in Super Mario Galaxy 2. Jeez. Jeez! So there's a hidden room that we can't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the passwords. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko hasn't thought of, or something that she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. You mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad that I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Oh shit. No fucking way. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Oh, she is looking a little bit upset about that revelation. Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko? Hi, Kyoko? I may as well not have even been here in this room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. My eyes were drawn to this. Oh, fine then. There's a brightly coloured box there. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Careful, Makoto. Why, do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least it's not something you'll be happy to see. So, you know what's in there.
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Is it Monokuma? Is Monokuma hiding in this box? Are you saying it's something that will make me want to scream? Okay, I'm gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and then took a hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh! Okay, that's much worse than a Monokuma inside. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones! Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. Wait, his body? That's pretty much the same thing, a dead guy in a box! My father. What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones, that body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. What the fuck? Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The man she's came searching for? Hold on, how did you know that for sure? How did you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all of this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, likely, that he's even somewhere in the school right now. Remember the guy in the prologue opening? Wait, that was him? Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in this school. But the only ones that were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. Oh damn, I didn't even make that connection. Yeah, I guess you'd be right on that. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. Give it another look when you have a minute. Okay. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it wasn't just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said that she wanted to see her father, so she couldn't cut off the ties. But was that all there was to it? Again, I love this particular song. Like, this is a good song that, like, embodies the feeling of despair and hopelessness. And also, like, a slight bit of mystery to it as well. But mostly despair. It's a good despair theme. I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something that a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. So you're saying this is the same imagery as the pile of bones that we saw in that, like, prologue with, like, the rocket that went flying upwards and came crashing down? Unfortunately, I can't look at the image again. But I'll save a clip of, like, that little truth bullet thing we just saw. Actually, wait, maybe I can see it again. Maybe I can view the image from here. Is there a way to full view this picture, or is it just this? The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really wanted to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all of the desk drawers that I looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Is this? This seems important. It's an e-handbook, right? It has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably
It
right.
would seem...
It may prove useful as we continue our investigation. But why don't you hold on to it? Kyoko? I don't need it. If you don't want it, then go ahead and leave it here. I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Alright then. Right, now I'm going to check out the thing that my eyes were drawn to from the start. This picture. It's all faded, it must be pretty old. Wait, is that a picture of... Hey, Kyoko!
Why would you...
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture this whole time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole my only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Damn. Yeah, she's really shooken up about that.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it only inconveniences you much more, but...
Hey,
Could you leave? I haven't checked the drawers yet.
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. Hey Makoto, can you do me a favour? Can you go into one of the dorms and grab a pillow for me and bring it back? And then once I give her the pillow and leave the room, I just hear a distant "Arrgh!" You know, Kyoko, you told me before that the relationship you had with your dad, how you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory.
A game theory.
And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. Nobody tell MatPat. The picture doesn't change the facts about what happened, what I went through. By the way, is game theory still a thing? I know that, like, MatPat's no longer a part of, like, the game theory thing. Like, he left a long time ago and kind of, like, passed the torch on to someone else, I think. But I'm assuming they're still going, but they're probably not as popular as they used to be. At least that's my game theory. Not gonna lie, I used to watch game theory like every now and again. It's not that it's a terrible... Like, people meme about it and shit. Like, it's a very well-produced show and all that. But at a certain point, it starts to become so over-manufactured that you start to notice it and you start to see the patterns with a show like that. But I will admit, there was some episodes that actually I did enjoy watching. I gotta be real with you, chat. I don't give a fuck about playing the Five Nights at Freddy's games, like any of them. But I did enjoy listening to all the theories that, like, MatPat came up with. Like, some of them were, like, actually pretty good. Because I didn't really know anything about those games, like, underlying lore until I watched those videos, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool that there's that much, like, hidden story underneath these kind of games. By the time I heard about game theory, it already had an awful reputation. Yeah, are you talking about, like, that one time where he theorized that fucking Sans was Ness? Like, that was something that was really infamous. Kind of fucking funny. But yeah, let's not get off track too much, let's continue. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. Is she really okay? It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Got it. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. They killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. One leading to the Hope's Peak staff is the one who finalized the plan to isolate you. It was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all of this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. You can hear tables being flipped as she cries and yells. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to like joke about it too much, but that was just like the first thing that came to mind. It was like, yeah, maybe I should get her a pillow to scream into. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. I mean, there's a pillow right over there. Maybe I can just, like, toss that in. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster was not the mastermind. Which means that the mastermind's true identity is... How many times have we seen this one exchange? So apparently it is one of us. I think that's the 4th time that I've seen that. Well, maybe it's like the 3rd flashback of it, but, you know, include the original one as well. Including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Oh god. Yeah. Got to remind me of all this again. I still feel bad for Sakura. Like, Sakura was fucking MVP. Even Mikuro. Even she's undeniably dead. Do you know that for sure? Have you even checked the body? Which you have not, and we're going to be doing that shortly. So the ones left alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. It sounded like I just rhymed there. Toko and Kyoko. That sounds like a fucking comedy spin-off or some shit like that.
And now we return to Kyoko and Kyoko.
Only those 6 people are still alive, and then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be! I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Hey, Kyoko, yeah, I'm still in this other room. You want this pillow? I think it might be good for you, like, venting out your emotions right now. Right, time to see what was in those lockers. Fucking Jeffrey Giraffe ass looking thing on the door there. I wonder if I can open this locker. What about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran it across the card reader, and I feel like there's going to be a whole bunch of evidence and truth bullets in here. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now, let's see what we got inside. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Is that a crystal ball? Yeah. A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he would use this locker. That's just not possible. Is that a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait. Aren't they used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kind of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuffed this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks that I saw. But the moment I looked inside that notebook, any sense of easiness I may have has evaporated. Yep, there's confirmation. This is Hiro's locker. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yoshihiro Hagakure. This is our Yasuhiro? If Hiro was here, would you think he would say in order to deny it?
No, there must be another hero in this school. That's the mystery 17th student, guys, right? They're a ghost.
The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which would mean... he attended the classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all suckered into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Yeah, this seems that the mystery is getting deeper and deeper now. This just seems like a paradox. Okay, so next one is this.
It's a clone of me, I'm like 30% sure.
Wait, what did that say? Oh, okay. So I can open it, there's just nothing useful in there. Okay, this one has something in it. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside, it could be important. Yeah, it's kind of like propped up a little bit, that looks weird. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook and my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written in there, in words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What? He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Okay, this really is starting to turn into like Virtue's Last Reward bullshit. Only their geniuses can overcome disaster, and only hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, the world is not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as a foundation for the new era. This is the only hope that we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. Can't imagine a worse father. Alright then. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in his locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't seen her dad since she hadn't seen her dad since he left when he was little. When she was little, sorry. This is Zero Escape's younger sibling. The creator is friends with the Zero Escape's creator and was inspired by 999. That makes sense. That's kind of cool that they're friends. I decided to talk with the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster, who is my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks were spinning through my mind. They just started spinning that much faster. They both created a company together after Zero Escape and Danganronpa ended. Oh, that's cool. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, and scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we... Sorry, I didn't get a chance to look at that. Oh. Oh. I was looking at chat there for a second, I didn't really take that in. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Locker pocketbook. The more I see, the less sense it makes, because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to previous students, right? Then why am I seeing this? Why are the things in the lockers that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro. And a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. I think that one's broken. Yeah, okay. I think that's everything here. I wonder if Kyoko's doing okay. Okay. Right, well I think that's just about the extent we can do at this area, so I guess we'll just go and explore somewhere else. Alright, let's have a look at the checklist. Headmaster room, biolab on the 5th floor, Monokuma door. The area is directly connected to Mukuro Ikusaba's death in the garden and dojo. I guess I can check the biolab next and then we'll check out the places related to the death. So I got a question for you guys. For those that are very aware of this game's story, would I be able to finish it tonight, or do you think I might like do another session of this? Because they do say it's the final trial, but I don't know how much runtime we have left here. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. Definitely not. Right, so do you think when I'm about to do the class trial, I should save that for next time? The trial would definitely be a whole part. Okay then, yeah. I had a feeling the final trial might be like super long. So I'll tell you what, we'll finish the investigation and then we'll end it right before the trial begins. And then next time I stream this in the next few days, we can like actually finish it. Because we are like relatively within striking distance of completing the game, but if I try to do the whole thing tonight, we could be talking about like an 8+ hour stream, I feel. Like, call it a hunch, but I think that's what might happen, so I don't know if I want to do that to myself. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Junpei, look at the meat. It's hard. Oh, say that one more time. The meat, it's hard. Oh.
You got to be kidding me, yeah.
So cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights, but on the other side... Can I get some Monokuma coins? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into that wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? By the way, can anyone, like, I know there's going to be like a remake / enhanced edition of Danganronpa 2 coming out next year. Does anyone know the time frame of when that's releasing? Is it like summertime or something? Because I'm kind of interested in picking that up for streaming purposes. Even though I already own the game, that game apparently has more content to it, so I might get that instead. I probably should take a closer look around. The right-hand lights are off. it says in the wiki is 2026. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. No release date yet. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye on it. If it ends up coming out relatively late into 2026, then I could maybe do it for next October. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all of your cadaver needs. Do they have all ice? In addition to the Germical lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of the ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted to automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer the optional leather upholstery Sorry, that sequence of words like twisted my tongue a bit. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. If you need instructions... Alright, it seems clear to me now. It seems like some kind of makeshift morgue. Don't tell Hero about it. About these lights that are next to the slots. Looks like it's been set up to when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean that each slot lit up is in blue. Another one of the victims is... Okay, so these are the former students, I guess. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's to defeat the mastermind. And to do that I have to continue my investigation. I don't want to have any other option. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, there's exactly 16 here. Oh my god. So this is where you end up when you fucking get murdered in this game. Right, so the next place I want to go is the dojo. Still can't believe we're getting a new Danganronpa game. Wait, there's an actual new game, or are you just talking about like the enhanced version of 2 that has the new content? Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
The remake of 2 has a whole new game mode, so that's practically a new game. Oh, okay then. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true.
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight?
No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you found a clue.
Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not a single clue.
I figured that since this place was related to the case, it may have had to do with something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, MSP.
Give it back! Give me back my precious time!
Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down! Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now?
When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that.
Master will.
I'm not sure I can disagree with that.
I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me?
Well, because you're partially a murderer, but so, yeah. I don't think there's any clues here, so maybe I better get going. Right, next thing on the list is the garden. Wait, where's the body? Oh, do you think they put it in the morgue? Yeah, the body must have been moved since we were doing that class trial. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this fucking thing that caused me problems. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind in here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp in one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab? And this originally came from the Biolab. Okay then. That's new information we didn't see before. Okay, well the game's telling me there's nothing else in here. Let me just check one last thing. Okay, we still have 4 chickens. Wait, what was that flavor text? I skipped that. There are still just 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Yeah. I have theories about 2x2, but I can't really say anything about it. Yeah. Oh, is that the end of the investigation?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Okay then. Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, but there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Well, I guess we're just all going to go there and see what he has to say. Oh, hey, hero. Ugh, Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook that I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Okay. Oh, we got an FMV for this part of the game. There he is!
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? What if I keep doing this? Will he get upset? Weird how the camera just, like, jumps over to him, like... Just, like, jump cuts. Yeah, nothing. I thought if I, like, talked to him, like, 3 or 4 times, he would, like, acknowledge that I keep doing that. He likes to be fourth wall breaking like that. This must be the envelope.
Just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Wait, is this like that weird fucking picture that I saw in the art club? Okay, yeah, it's kind of similar to that. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as I did. But wait. Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. She was the only one I didn't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I went in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Yukuro Ikusaba? Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mikuro here with everyone else? And more than that... Just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms? I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. Wait, is it not? Oh yeah, he's not here. I'm the only one not there. The picture has whole 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I'd met everyone else is when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in this picture. I thought everyone here was like me, and I didn't know that they already got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long you gonna keep up that rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're getting in the way of just standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out! But...
How strange.
I told you I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That would be totally out of left field.
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it! Yeah, this is... I wonder what the fuck is going on. I'm genuinely really fucking intrigued by this. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Right, do we have any other place we need to go check? How does that count as a hint? It made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? I didn't know they invented deepfakes back then. Which would mean everyone but me. Hey, Google Gemini, can you take these students and make like a fake picture where we're all together and happy except for me? Thanks. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear this all up. No, I have to clear this all up. Guess I need to go talk to other people now. Let's see where I can go. So I'm assuming we're getting close to the end of the investigation phase. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you.
Makoto? Sorry, gotta go.
What the fuck?
She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina? Why?
Why won't you talk to me? Weird. Of course he's back in the library. / archive. Why is everyone running away from you? Do you smell bad? No, I don't smell bad. Shut up. You're stinky. Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why is he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Yeah, I think everyone saw the same picture and realized that I was not in it. Did he shower since coming out of the trash? I have not been... Yeah, Makoto has not been into the fucking bathhouse yet, so... I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got in there... Oh boy, the screen is black. Oh. Okay, genocide jail time, I guess. Toko, are you okay? She's not dead, is she? No, I think she just passed out because she saw blood. I noticed the morgue was open. Yeah. She's back.
It's cold! It's super cold! It's so cold I think I might catch cold!
If you keep taking naps in a place like this, I'm sure you will.
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Have you reached that?
Oh, then what? All hot and bothered, straight up horny?
Okay, so why did you pass out?
I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Mr. Morosi?
Miss Morosi. Oh, that's right, your memory stops and starts each time you switch.
Bingo, but...
Oh no, I'm not saying that word.
We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
SOB!
And don't just say it's a bad thing, it's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's just like double the memory.
No, it's more like half. Okay, apparently that is important information I'm going to be needing for the upcoming trial.
But what I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat.
I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere, doing his own investigation.
Yes, yes.
By himself?
I assume so.
Oh, I'm on fire!
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I got to hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Alright. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? Okay, so she has been investigating in here. The fridge, it's open. I'm sure they were all shut tight. They were all shut tight the last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko,
Makoto.
it's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
There is someone in 100 Line who is built like her. It seems implied that Danganronpa is fiction in the world of 100 Line, and the girl in that game is a huge fan. That's funny. But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge to see what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason couldn't become clearer. Is that a reference to Dragon Ball? With the what's-her-face? I forget her name.
It would seem...
The one who keeps changing personality when they sneeze? Imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there... Yeah, launch, that's it. That is when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything got to be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge and hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. Wait, is this the body of... Oh fuck, I should know the name of them by now. Mukuro Ikusaba? What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is in this fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The Mastermind did it? Because they assumed that we wouldn't be doing the class trial all over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't even get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
You open it up and you find Mondo is still the butter container. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Wait, just over there? Is that it? I mean, I have information you might want. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. Oh yeah, Kyoko's there too. I see her. She's like at the very back next to Toko. Again, Toko and Kyoko. That's the perfect name for a sitcom. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement that Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I did not take him up on his offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us or to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own with whether he has hints to offer or not. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge the picture as a trap to confuse us? That's got to be it. There's no other explanation. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Oh yeah, the tarp. You know what? I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. It's the same one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. How convenient for them to label which room they're supposed to be in. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. There we go. So I should... Oh.
It would seem...
It would seem that when the blue lights are occupied... So when someone's in there, the blue lights come on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9 lights? Okay, Mikoto, I'm done. Huh. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Okay then. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do a good work if they go slow. In fact, in that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Oh, so there was something else that killed them. The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means that neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in wounds, but those were at least several days old. I wonder if they might have something to do with it. You know that old saying, like, death through 1,000 cuts? The only other option is those other wounds. The file said that they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say that they're old? Huh?
Because...
The Monokuma file said that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds make it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. You're saying that they are? But we got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only the logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they found against each of those possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean that you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve the particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with this corpse. Oh, so this actually is her body.
indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo as well, there's absolutely no mistaking it.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is without a doubt Mukuro Ikusaba. Okay, so no doubt anymore.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
Sorry. The back of my throat got a little bit irate there, but I'm okay. That just kind of came out of nowhere. Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going, it's kind of chilly in here. Are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she got killed, she's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard of the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. For some reason like that, does it mean... For some reason like that, what does it mean to be so naive? Meat shaped like a dog.
So then.
I get what that means. Yeah, I recently watched this anime with Ant-Man. It was called Parasite Maximus. It's a short anime, but it's pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. We're going back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Oh yeah, the notebook. If I don't do it now... Alright. Let's talk about that book. Hey Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So...
What do you mean? Well, you know, all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whatever locker it belonged to. Actually, I managed to get them by using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in those lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, the only locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to the areas just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And even if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you said makes perfect sense, but there is something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What?
I don't think I've seen that sprite before.
If that's true...
Could that mean? The video is real too? Oh yeah, we all saw like videos at the start, didn't we?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a comprehensive picture. Although I'm afraid that the picture might be worse than anything we could have ever imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem like it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? Class 78 urgent interviews.
So...
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what it means, so just watch it for yourself. I think you'll realise exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place that none of us could have ever seen before. None of this is making any sense right now. I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Right, now I need to remember where to watch that. There's an AV room somewhere, right? Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So, as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there is one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there is no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason I have to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with a fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and then suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it. And her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So, that's it for my rambling. There's still so much to do before I consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Alright, see you in part 10 then. Leaving behind the final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room and check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. That no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Right, so I think we're fast approaching the end of our investigation. Let's go see Hero real quick before I head back to the AV room. Hey, Hero! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry! Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me, like he was afraid of me. Why? I think the AV room was back on the first floor somewhere. Yeah. Right, well I think we're about to get some huge, like, narrative, like, megaton thing right now. Monocam. Where is... Oh yeah, you put it in here. I took the DVD that Kyoko gave me and put it in the flare. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have been only a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. Then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and yet there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was a man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man. This must be the headmaster then.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Huh. What the fuck is going on? As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Oh, fuck. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seems to be a fairly normal conversation. But I, and the I here and now, had absolutely no memory of this. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down and talking with him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
What the fuck? This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you.
Let me just hang on the screen for a second till that black line goes away. There we go, just so I have a clean version of that image.
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Oh my god. Byakuya. Toko. Aoi, Hina. Everyone. They all said they'd agree to live in this school forever. And then... Yep, even Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. So she already saw her father, but she had no recollection of this? She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his questions, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted the life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went blank. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Uh-oh.
Ipsy, look like it broke out of service.
It just happened to break right now?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what the failure is, right?
Yeah, I had a feeling he did that on purpose to stop me from seeing something potentially incriminating. Failure, my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd be just more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they would all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at any point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I came to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all of that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? I know that I made that joke the last time. It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems far too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in the favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Uh-oh. Has the investigation finally come to an end?
For anything that had to start, there has to be an end.
Yep.
And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black. There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
All right. Of course, I'm not going to be doing the trial today, but I'll make my way toward the door. This time, all of our lives will be on the line. The last time, Hope and Despair are on the line. I don't have a choice, I have to do this. Okay then, this is the end. Oh, that's nice of the game to, like, put me here. Right, so I'm not actually going to do the trial tonight. I've been informed that it's going to take far too long to finish it in a single sitting. So I'm going to save here, and we will pick this back up in the next, like, 3 or 4 days or whatever. Just whenever I feel like doing it again. But yeah, I think next time I can finish this. I think we're fast approaching the finale. So yeah, sorry to cut it short there, but if it's anything like the Ace Attorney games, the final trial is probably going to take, like, you know, 10 million hours or something, so I want to make sure I'm ready for that. Also, has the title screen artwork changed, or was it always like this? I forget. I thought there was like a picture of a school in the background. Oh yeah, before we stop, actually, let me quickly do something. Oh, it just changes the who's on the thing, right? Okay, game, can you not do that, please? Wait, didn't I pay for it already? Wait, hang on. I think I know why it's doing that. Yeah, let me have one more look at this. But yeah, I don't need the controller anymore since we're just about done. So apparently this is the headmaster that we've been looking at this whole time. I mean, he does have like the black hair of the headmaster. And then back down to Earth. So I noticed there was a crack on the right side of the skull. Let me compare that with the screenshot I took earlier. Danganronpa. Right, hang on, let me just, so go here, and menu, save screenshot, Oh shit. Yeah, there's the crack. Okay, that's kind of a cool little Easter egg that you can very easily miss if you don't pay attention. Yeah, that's the same dude. He got sent into space, he got fucking destroyed on re-entry, and he was tossed in... The spaceship was tossed in the garbage pit, and he was put in the box. Right, well there you go then. That completes the connection. Right, well thank you for letting me know about that. That was a cool little, you know, detail that is very easily missable. But yeah, I guess that explains what happened to the headmaster. But who did that exactly and why? I guess we're going to have to find out next time. Next time should be the finale of this. Seems very likely that we can finally put an end to the story. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what twists and turns and, you know, pretzels we'll be seeing along the way. But yeah, thank you all for dropping by and watching tonight. I don't know when I'll next do this, like... Tonight is Sunday. I think maybe... either Wednesday or Thursday might be a good day for me. I'm gonna figure out which day, like maybe toward the next weekend we can finish it, because I've got like a bunch of other stuff going on right now. But yeah, I'm fairly confident that the next session we can actually complete the story, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the story's gonna end, because it's been a roller coaster of a ride, and you know, I'm really curious as to how everything's going to tie up into a neat and tidy bow at the end. So yeah, more Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa. I don't know why it's listed like that, but more Danganronpa next time, very soon.